Welcome to the Race Medal series by the Radavist. If this is your first time watching, my name is Miguel and I'm a cycling enthusiast who races gravel and mountain bikes. I am an amateur who enjoys the nuts and bolts of training, nutrition, and hydration, as well as challenging myself by signing up for long, hard races. Alright, let's go get ready for today's ride. One of the biggest challenges in cycling for me has been finding out the correct formula of nutrition and hydration. In my first gravel race, a 50-miler that took me less than 3 hours, I only took 3 bottles of water and maybe a couple gels. And the last 10 miles of that race were probably one of the most painful moments on a bike for me. I cramped every single muscle in my legs that day, and I was so sore after the race that I couldn't ride my bike for a couple of weeks. A few months later, in a cross-country marathon race, I bunked and cramped pretty hard. And this one felt particularly hard because my fitness was great and I've been training without any issues for months. That's when I realized I had to change something, not only for my races, but for my day-to-day training as well. I have found a formula that works for me, and I would love to share that story with you. My most recent race in Texas was 150 miles of pure heat, and that feeling of having fueled properly throughout the whole race is one of my favorite days on a bike. Alright, let's go downstairs and let me show you my strategy. So, finding the right balance can be tricky. And disclaimer, this is what has worked for me, and I cannot emphasize enough that everyone's digestion and nutritional needs are different. Alright, so let's get into it. First, I use Towing Endurance Fuel for my hydration, and usually put 2 to 3 scoops per bottle depending on the intensity of the ride or the race. For each scoop we get 100 calories, 310 milligrams of sodium, and 25 grams of carbs. And I aim to drink 1 bottle every hour and a half. Then, I complement that with Carb Fuels gels, 100% my favorite gels. Each pack will get you 200 calories, 105 milligrams of sodium, and 50 grams of carbs. I like these because they're easy on my stomach and my wallet. They're the most affordable carbs per dollar on the market right now. In case of very long and hot days, I pull out the big guns. Salt tabs from Hammerhead. For each capsule, we get 110 milligrams of sodium, 40 milligrams of calcium, 20 milligrams of magnesium, and 75 milligrams of potassium. I take 2 capsules every hour, and I carry some extras to give out to friends. Alright, let's pack up for a long ride. Another key aspect for me has been to eat and hydrate regularly prior to the race. If I eat plenty of quality food and remember to drink a lot of water, it increases my chances of my strategy working efficiently during the race. I focus on protein and carbs, some sort of chicken pasta the night before the race, and a bowl of rice and scrambled eggs is my favorite race day breakfast. For big adventure rides, you should also consider real food, like bananas, sandwiches, really anything. I like to take breakfast burritos to mix it up a little bit with something savory, since the sugars in the gels and the hydration mix can get really boring and hard to consume after long rides. It's time to go on a ride. I know it can be daunting to venture into the world of cycling nutrition, especially in the beginning. I have found a perfect mix of sodiums and carbs that work really well for me. I also prefer drink mixes and gels over solid food for most of my rides. I would also encourage you to try different brands and flavors. You never know which ones are going to agree best with your gut and your budget. I would love to hear what works for you. I'm heading out on my ride. See you in the next one.